My dad, George V. Keneally Jr., and Robert Henry Quinn, Bob Quinn, loved this university. This is the capstone of their careers.
He was a political icon in Dorchester. Ran for state representative, served 10 years, and then in the 11th year, his colleagues chose him to be the Speaker of the House. Extraordinary amount of time that he spent there to be chosen by your colleagues, which told them that he was a very bright guy.
He was bigger than life, there's no question. He was out campaigning, and I'm not sure how we struck up a conversation. I mean, I was a kid, but what I do remember is that that campaign, and for many campaigns after that, I was one of the Quinn sign holders, and we actually got paid, a couple of my friends and I, for holding signs. We got lollipops.
Bob Quinn and I represented the same House district. Bob Quinn was one of the greatest supporters of educational access. Bob Quinn sponsored the legislation that created UMass Boston in the 1960s. And he was pivotal in bringing the campus to Columbia Point in 1974.
And the UMass Board of Trustees were dragging their feet, taking their time picking a place. And my father, as Speaker of the House, gave them an ultimatum. If you don't pick a place, I've got a place. They didn't pick in the time, and he said it's going to be at Columbia Point.
I never saw Bob Quinn that he wasn't wearing a UMass pin.
And he would say, you know, if I had it to do over again, if I was a kid in this day and age, I would be going to UMass, but UMass Boston. And he would do that with his finger. Every time he would say that this is where he would be, because he was the kid that this school is built for.
He never lost his love for Dorchester and for politics. So his career in politics, being a state representative, going on to become the Speaker of the House, and go on to become the Attorney General, his life was of service.
We still have an Assistant Attorney General here who worked under him, who, when talking about Bob Quinn, said what a great, caring person he was, what a terrific lawyer, cared about what was happening with his staff and on the issues also. And that was very consistent with how I found him to be.
The Quinn Bill gives officers that want to pursue higher education the incentive to do so. Those officers will then attend college and better themselves and our great department and the city of Boston. So it's a great incentive for officers that want to advance their careers.
It's an honor for me to walk into his building every day, because it reminds me of what the responsibility is to lead such a magnificent university.
In his speech, he co-opted a line from Rupert Brooks's poem, The Soldier. And he said, if I should die, think this of me, that there's a small corner of the world that shall always be Quinn. It's right here at UMass Boston.
Mr. Quinn, we are pleased to present the 2012 Robert H. Quinn Award for Outstanding Community Leadership. When I think about naming any kind of award for someone like Mr. Quinn, having community service, community engagement, community building connected to his legacy just makes the most sense.
This is a wonderful tribute. This is the university becoming a participant in the community, and it's exactly what we had in mind.
I believe that his legacy will live on in all of our lives, all of us who have been Quinn Award recipients. It was definitely an honor, especially having the opportunity to get to meet with him and speak personally and to hear some of his life story.
I said, me? I mean, I'm not Bob Quinn. I mean, what he's done for this community is exemplary. And they said, well, you're the first one. So how do I feel to be always forever linked with Bob, with my name on a plaque on my wall in my office? Unmatchable.
For me, the legacy that Bob Quinn leaves is one of the personal touch, the caring about individual people.
He always cheered for the underdog, and that's what we loved about Bob.
Bob Quinn's legacy. I'm here. It's the alumni. It's the people who come to school here and have an opportunity to get a world-class education. And his legacy is that that opportunity is available to every resident of the city of Boston, every resident of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.